Greetings to you wherever you're watching us from. You're welcome to the show here on OnePlay Africa. This is the weekend edition. I'm Joseph Abi. Of course, I'm doing this with Tilly Appiah, the ever gorgeous. And this show we call her Filla. The way you smile, I know it's the Tuesday.
In some the doors, ya bought a tofa, the Edimwa put in a pan and the bremo. Hey.
Nice one. Anyway, let's jump straight into our first story. It looks like somebody is a father, right? Am I right?
Yeah. This guy, by the way, Charlie, I was saying with chairman, and I have a message for this. Some of you have been watching the show and you have comments. I mean, my job is to bring filler. While you have filler in the filler. Somebody is saying that the tree on this show is too much.
I don't say a filler.
Boss, you just spoke to why? We are trying to compensate the guy now. You also spoke to.
We can't do away with it.
Well, I think I can try and minimize. I mean, I'm usually the one that splits the belly. I don't know why on this show alone. I go back to my roots.
Yeah, because they're concerned.
Filler. But I'll try and blend them for you guys because we are doing this with you.
That's right.
Well. You said what happened?
There's a new father.
Yeah. Lamem gang. I don't know if he's still part because they've had this back and forth with the teams. I don't know if they are still together, but he's RJC.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a new child now, and this guy has posted the picture and he's all over the place, and he has Twitter, you can change the handle title. Then he's done it. Sorry, but he's done it fucking that. And I'm like, hey bro, all these fathers out there, they are not changing their headers.
Maybe his first.
I should think so, because the way he's going about it,
so excited.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much. And then when the baby was born, he took pictures. I'm like, hey, show the baby, the woman, the one that chilled the thing, So
now when that happen, there might be a problem.
Hey, what's it? Yeah. And you're all over the baby. So congratulate the one that did the action. And stop taking pictures like it's photo shoot moment. He has put the child in this children their seats,
right.
And then you can see the the labels on it and everything. It's like yeah, guys are prepared.
Flex for
what's that to your school fees?
I'm sure it's gonna be a great one.
Oh yeah. Oh come on. Yeah. I mean these guys they ain't broke like that too. So I mean Charlie, and children bring happiness. Whether you are broke or for a minute, you got to be happy though.
No.
Then you can decide if they'll go to school.
They're definitely gonna go to school.
Present to me and the car say or that jail no I said and saying the chef as a son. He's been granted bail, but let's see what the future holds for that presenter.
Well, he said he ain't scared of nobody.
Yeah.
He's gonna keep doing what he does. Anyway, congratulations to RJZ. Moving on, I think this week and last week we've had lots of musicians showing themselves each other love, and there's one from Edem, which is going straight to directed to Tiny, and it's sending love and appreciation to you for no reason, just reminding you are a fucking rap hero.
I think it's about time. It's about time these rappers take his flower. Hey, Tiny his flower, and I think they should be doing the same to Tick too, because these guys held the music industry down. If we think Sack is big, Tiny was huge. And when I was called Tiny. I think I was in the judge. I was in the class.
Oh.
I let you Tiny. I was swimming with it. They were giving me all the fast, and I think I used to have this rap thing going on. See the way I talk fast? I used to be a rapper, I couldn't control my breath. So if you leave me, I'll rap, I'll collapse. I'm lying. But I think this is good. I mean, there are a lot of with the young people that are on social media. We say we love the music, but we don't even know those that paved the way for those we claim we love. And for him to spotlight or put some appreciation behind the name or the name Tiny is to show that we didn't just come from nowhere. People like Tiny, Tick, these kind of people, they paved the way for our generation to actually get to where we are, because this rap thing, it didn't come from nowhere. It was held down heavily by this Tiny and the Tick guy. They were doing it. hip life era and this kind of, they were the ones that, I mean, they were the faces and they were at the forefront of Ghana music. So yes, it is so nice that he will do this for no reason. You should be able to thank people. You should be able to appreciate people for no reason at all. I mean, I can imagine how Tiny will feel when he sees this post. Yeah, Charlie. It means that I am not being forgotten as I think I am. You know, most of these artists, they feel like they are being forgotten though, because the media, I don't know.
Anyway, big up yourself, Chimney Crane, as well. I think a few days ago he did something similar, and it was directed to Tiny as well.
Oh, nice.
So yeah. Moving on to our next story. You have something on Sarkodie?
Yeah, Sarkodie is his non-living theme video has clocked 500K. 500K in how many days? 5 days. And it's actually trending #1 for music on YouTube. And I have to big game up, but I feel like, Charlie, it is Sarkodie. It is not living thing. It is Oxlade. I mean, Oxlade himself has, he's not, you know, Oxlade doesn't have like a monster hair like the Joe Boys and co, but Oxlade is still Oxlade though.
Right.
He has some following, and there was a lot of anticipation for this particular video. So why has it not clocked 1 million? But we can't neglect the milestone it has also attained.
Right.
I mean, if we want to say that his song should attain 1 million, we should be able to clap for him if he gets 500K. So we're hoping in that in 10 days we can see 1 million, because 100K for a day, yo bro, not easy like that. 100K.
It's gonna go past a million.
Yeah.
In a week.
And I don't know, but I mean, initially people had their reservations about Sarkodie promoting the non-living theme video. They felt like it wasn't his favorite on the album, so maybe that is why he had to change before he dropped the video. But there has been some level of consistency, and the way Sark is pushing the video with immediacy, I don't know. I said, it won't set a record, and I am relaxed to see if he will promote the video on YouTube too, because you know some of his projects, the videos that came on the No Pressure album, some of the videos he promoted it, he boosted them on to reach a certain numbers that they have, but this is organic. So I want to see if after some time he will put some gas behind it to see if it will clock the 1 million. But yo, if you are an up-and-coming artist and you think you want to push your music without putting money behind it, up in the crowd, they promoting music now.
I mean, Sark always has something up his sleeve, so let's just wait and see. But I'm hopeful that, and I mean, so 5 days later, we're going to go.
Yeah, we watch. We definitely should.
Alright, so we've got our star here, and in fact, I wish you tweeted me, I don't understand. Can't believe I used to wish I could faint in secondary school. Do you get what she was saying?
Youthful exuberance in GB. I thought it was a Ghanaian thing, but apparently South African thing. Oh. I mean, when they are young, you feel it has a lot of things though. I mean, people think, I think one of what she thought she could do was to feel like she could faint. She could do things to faint, but I mean, I think it's just one of those things, one of those moments that when you're just there.
Faint for what?
For no reason at all. Who can tell you're invincible?
Just faint.
Yeah. I mean, don't you hope you can faint so that the teacher will leave you in peace. If you get it, to rest in peace. Don't you feel, I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, when you're a person, you sit down, you reminisce some of the genial moments you've had in your lifetime, and you just feel like share with the world. Sure. And I'm sure that people that can actually get it. You know, some people, they can feel like they can hold their breath until they die. I mean, there are maybe silly people out there though, but I just feel it's, you know, a downside to Ira Star. Ira Star is, you know, she's that girl that's Mavis, they're pushing, don't just say, away, one hour this vibe killer. She even have a new song with CK called Beg, I don't even know how to pronounce their things. But, I mean, this is the downside to things we want to see with our artists and our stars. Right. The downside of them, the parts where we think we can relate to them. Hey, me to SS, now me to Jimmy Power, hey, secondary school attack. You get it? Yeah. These are things, I mean, if somebody should tweet something random about him that he was doing SS. I mean, in my interview with him, he said that that thing was a huge part of the conversation, because then it's not something he will randomly say about himself. Do you get it? So when they do, I mean, we that we follow them, we like their work, we get to connect with them on another level. So Charlie, it's to present a assembly. Now Benya case and saying
Anyway, yo, if you enjoyed the conversation, please like, share, comment, alright, and hit on the bell button. We're going for a quick break. We'll be right back. This is the Filler of Filler Show. Stay with us.
Yamajina nyao tama zok po. Zok po. Amamala shinyo tama zok po. Zok po. Oni a define lakbo ekokoko. Any IB lakbo ekokoko. What's up, lovely people? It's your favorite boy, Chief One, the Kedo Superstar, and you're watching OnePlay Africa. I got change your crown. Dima.
Alright, so we're still here on OnePlay Africa. This show we call Fella Oh Fella. And on to our next story. This one is from Kali J. And he tweeted that Sarkodie and Davido needs to collaborate more. Gunshot, what a song, timeless tune. Then we had Morgan Zandi coming to reply that Davido in branding high too much. And no go fit day plus that loser. The loser was referring to Sarkodie. Now this other guy came to reply that your father cry isn't a loser. Hey, Twitter for are they?
I mean, this is not our usual kind of post that we do.
Yeah.
This is a fanzo, a typical fanzo.
You get me?
But Salma is an influencer online, so
Right.
I mean, it's okay that once in a while we throw in some influencers and the things they are saying and how it affects the music and the space they find themselves in. Now,
What's funny? What's funny?
I know what they can say harmless. No, but do you think that the Davido's branding is bigger than or
How-
stronger than Oxlade?
How is that possible? They're from two different worlds.
How?
Sak is a Ghanaian, Davido is a Nigerian.
Okay. First of all, I think in Ghana, when Sarkodie said that we don't cherish our artists, we didn't get it. We actually didn't get it. Because when you go to Nigeria, you know why Oxlade is passionate about this non-living thing and is doing all he can to make sure that it becomes one of the big songs that he can ever do. You know, Oxlade actually has a song already with Sarkodie called Overload.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get it? But this time it is different because the times that he did Overload was not the area that his team or the boys that he was with had their major hit songs all over Africa. He needs that. And who best to do that with? The king of rap music in Africa. That is Sarkodie. Which is why Oxlade will put anything. He will activate a song until he blows in Africa. Because he needs that legend here in Ghana. Here, our artists, we don't respect them. You know who Sack and Code, they roll with in Nigeria? It's not the Oxlade them too. Or projects in Obushia. Chance the rap about Ghana, they really see how they have to go or everything, just and then wait to see Sarkodie. I feel social media is cheap. We get to say anything to anybody. Davido can't say shit about Sarkodie because he knows the level of Sarkodie and he knows his level. I mean, he might be big, he might be flying the private jet, but Sarkodie is Sarkodie when he goes to Nigeria. He went for his No Pressure album, The Roller, he was throwing, and then Calligraph Jones. Is it Calligraph Jones or one of these big African rappers? He actually took him on the stage and then he crowned him as the king, that he is the king. He has been doing this Calligraph Jones for so long. I mean, these are people that they are the icons of African music.
Right.
So if you want to be on social media and just say anything because it will give you trend, would you mean they were from too much? I mean, lift it up a bit, let's support you. You get it? Because the video cannot even in his wildest dream say anything to Sarkodie. Anything disrespectful, I must say, to Sarkodie. The video is big, but he knows the big boys in the space he finds himself into. Do you get it? I mean, you don't even see a Grammy Award winner like Burna Boy trying to shake Sarkodie. He can't even try. He can't. And you see, this is what will always put Nigerians above Ghanaians. That respect we give to each other. They respect the culture, they respect the people that followed. Do you get it? If you go and use Wizkid to insult to Baba. Basically, the way if it's you guy, he go insult you for Twitter for insulting to Baba with his name. They respect the chain. Ghanaians should not do that. If he had seen this, I'm sure if the video had seen this, he would have insulted the person. That almost stop the fooling sharp. He would have told him. But Ghanaians, we the artists, the various artists in the various and their various families have opened themselves up or have allowed we the families to talk trash to other artists. Because if he had used, let's say, another artist's name in Ghana to insult Sarkodie, the artist Obuka, I don't blame him too. Sarkodie other times, I'm sure he sees his name being used to insult other artists. He also keep quiet. So if you allow it to pass by infiltrate, means you can do it to you too. So let's do it to each other.
Okay. Y'all keep doing it to each other then.
Insult my boss, I'll insult you.
Moving on, we have something on Joey B, which is actually a little, kind of hilarious. He posted a picture and he said, if I have a baby mama, I'm getting her this car for pushing. But if you see the car, Charlie.
Before I talk of you, present that this is Valentine's Day is for fair girls. That girl should wait for Black Friday.
Why? How'd you do that?
The darkness, there are levels to it.
Try until you have to wait, oh.
Qualify for Black Friday. You don't have to be meeting people that are not of the same shade with them. You can increase and go. We have price though.
What can it be? I showed you. Yo, take a look at Joey's car. The one is gifting his baby mama.
We have to be serious in this one. First of all, I mean to him it's a thoughtful gift because the car is actually like a family car where if you're a mother you can be there, your pampers and the things for the child is at the front and other side, and the child is strapped tight at the back. If you have children too, they are also
the car looks froggy. It looks like a frog.
What would you say you pull out for interviews in this car? Or you come together and do, you shoot a video with this car. Why give it to the woman? Like, I don't get.
Oh, this guy.
Right? The car is not bad though. It's not bad.
Would you accept it as a gift?
Oh, why not?
After safe delivery?
After delivery. Want to Bugatti? I could have died.
You see? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yo, a Benzo Range or something wouldn't be bad. What's this? Joey.
I love you, my on it.
Yeah.
That's what get this one. To your child goes.
Oh, Masa.
So yeah. I get it. But wait, I said, "Would you marry them?" Or does he intend to help out? Or is your girlfriend pregnant?
Not that we know of.
These are confusion you must have. But hey, you can't just wake up one day and think about baby mommy. Okay.
Right. So our time is almost up, but alright. So like I said earlier, if you enjoyed the conversation and the filler utility give you, I beg like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at OnePlay Africa and hit on the bell. Alright. So our next story we have Shatta Wale this week. Like you did on our stories inside all. Anyway, big ups to mumin. Shatta came out to tweet that when you have rich friends, it's so cool. Thank you, mumin. My Shaxi team just told me they received the car you bought to support at Shaxi official .gh.
That's
nice.
Right. That's nice. Like that's
Super
nice. Like I mean, you start a business and your friends that have the financial wherewithal, they're like, yo, take this. Let's support your business. It means that, I mean, I do feel we all like good things, don't we?
We do.
I think it's a nice move, though.
Yeah.
I think I want to start a business. Yo, my friends, send me money, send me cash. Charlie, congratulations to Shatta Wale. Charlie, this Shaxi thing, I can't wait for it to be fully functional. But it looks like the measures he's putting in place means that he's really up for the task. And I hope that more of the stars will throw their immense support behind them, because if this thing works, it works for Ghana. Now unemployment is a door, so brah.
I had someone, it was, an off conversation we're having, and they actually said that, this thing that Salma did is, I mean, pretty beautiful. But the person we deal with, you could do for him. This person more do wake up then when Charlie, if you go do some small yard for some corner, he will still come back and lash you like crazy.
You see, I feel like Shaxi is bigger than Shatta Wale. Actually, Shaxi, he might be the face they are using or the person behind it and all, but it is bigger than Shatta Wale.
How is that possible?
Yeah, I mentioned unemployment and employment. I mean, if I have the chance to support Shaxi with a car, I would. Do you know why? Because there's somebody in my DM saying, "On your car, or they did kakra didi." You get it?
Right.
It's not about Shatta Wale anymore. I mean, this project is not about him. Yes, it's his company, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, who is going to benefit more? The boys on the street, the boys on social media. So, I mean, if you want to look at him for a reason, come here, Papa. Because after this conversation, I come on here already. Like, it's more than him. So let's just support if we can. I mean, look at what he has done with Sarkodie in the past. Sarkodie could have just kept mute, but he noticed it's not about him. He is doing something that it's a bigger picture, a bigger conversation. Yo, forget him. Let's do our support, because if it works, he might get his benefit though, but people will also benefit.
All right, so this is to my friend that I had that conversation with, Charlie. You heard Tilly. I know you have the resources. Get me a car, right? The people in my DMs, let's support each other.
By the way, if Shatta Wale do some women enough of the emotional complaint, this is what Obinate is telling all the staff. Enough. To the yawa, enough. Don't give us complaint. Don't. You dash the car.
Interesting. Well, to our last story of the day, this one I'm going to leave to Tilly to take care of, because fire. Let's go.
Okay, so I mean, this job that we do with the filler, my duty is to give you the facts, the truth, the hidden figures. I draw them for you. But this story, if I tell you that I understand what is happening fully, do you know why? It is a scattered story.
Okay.
I am trying to pull it together. I'm sure next week I will have the full picture. I mean, that's my job, bruh. I will give you the area. Hey, Charlie, I'll give you everything. I'm sorry. But let's do it. Shatta Wale is up and about, and he's fighting in front of his camera. I'm on the fight, not on Go Street. I just want to construct. I don't know about Bosso Street, but apart from that, straight to his phone. And then. Or the year way, not the year way. But Shatta Wale is back on Stoneboy still. And there's and there's a certain conversation around NLA. I'm trying to pinpoint exactly what is happening with NLA. You know, they're not supposed to endorse betting companies. That we are aware of. I mean, we all know the concomitant effects of these kind of things. The government has imposed on these artists. I mean, they can't endorse alcoholic drinks when the Shay is pushing for it, because to her, she has lost huge sums of money because of this thing that FDA has put on. Now, the Gaming Commission has also come out to say that, these artists cannot put their strength behind these gaming companies. Now, my question is, if gaming is so bad and artists cannot endorse it, why are they in business here in Ghana? So why is it that the government thinks that we can regulate them to make money, but then the artists can't make money off it? Which is one side, I said to Shatta Wale when he said that if you want us to endorse things that you do as a government, we should be able to also enjoy some of the things you enjoy. It makes sense, bruh. It makes a lot of sense. Now, Shatta Wale's problem has never been what he says. It has been how he says what he says. And that is why today we are having today's conversation. He said that and then it entered Jackie Appiah. I don't know what Jackie Appiah did, but according to Shatta Wale, Jackie Appiah, and he mentioned TOTO things, said things.
2131?
Yeah, but I know that Jackie Appiah will take Shatta Wale to court.
Really?
Yeah, I foresee a court case. Those actresses that they are doing their life, trying to live.
What? She's gonna sue him for saying the 2121.
Yes. If you have a proof that my work is not based, or my money or my wealth is not based on the work I've done, which is a movie thing, and it's about TOTO, prove it, bruh. Let's go to court, bruh. You are still in court, but we'll have a second case at court, bruh. Let's go and defend the case, bruh. Charlie, it go hard. Charlie, because I'm a rapper, all this time I'm trying to prove my worth as a rapper. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So I am looking forward to it because I think we've given Shatta Wale a lot of leeway to say a lot of mean things to people.
Oh, so you would actually back up Jackie if she decides to sue Shatta?
Yes, please.
Oh.
Yes.
Is it because you're a lady or because you think it's right for her to do that?
I think that whichever reason Shatta Wale said Jackie Appiah is this, is that, I mean, he even falls short in that same reason. And I think we should be able to give people, if like, bomb me, come and once and men say me ding. It's that kind of thing. Men say me ding. I mean, in the video he said, he was like, Jackie Appiah is saying stuff about him because I think she was doing something or there was something, and then Shatta Wale demanded for money because Charlie boys also would pay or something, those kind of things. And then it'd be like Jackie Appiah didn't thought maybe he would have done a pro bono, and then he didn't do it. So that's all kind of thing, Shatta Wale, those kind of thing. That's what he's saying. But from that time, she's still a celebrity. You must have an impact. The celebrity is not about this. I mean, if that is the definition of celebrity, then Shatta Wale is not a celebrity.
Okay. Was there a part that he said Jackie was ugly?
Yes, Jackie Appiah is ugly. And I'm saying that if we want to, I think one of the biggest mistakes here in Africa we make is we put morality in everything, and it's not true. When it comes to being a celebrity, we think celebrities are people that have bought a bra and then they have given back to the society, blah 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 blah. Then if so, Cardi B at the time she became a celebrity would not be a celebrity.
Hey, interesting.
Black China will not be called a celebrity.
I would have loved for us to do more of this because this is very insightful, but unfortunately our time is up.
Shatta Wale should take his time.
Okay.
When he's dealing with issues like this. I know most of the times I've heard that he does behind the scene cause we're about to insult you, but you know certain things.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, I hear certain he does that. So like people, doesn't catch them unawares. They are aware that something is coming, but they don't even know the intensity of what is coming at them. Do you get it? But it doesn't excuse the fact that when you defame or you slander somebody's personality, somebody's brand, and mind you, Shatta Wale, you say you are big, you that you are doing music and your song is traveling, you've with Beyonce, even your Instagram followers is less than half of Jackie Appiah's work. So even if you start doing the work and her movement is not going fast, something about her brand is working for her, it's also working for you.
Alright.
Maybe you should learn than complaining.
Thank you so much, Tilly, for coming on the show every single time. Charlie, our time is up. We have to bounce out of the studio. This has been the weekend edition of the Filler show. Wherever you go, just say Filler.
Presenter B is trying to be sexy with her legs, and somebody came to ask, "Do you have a match after this training?"
Anyway, we're bouncing out to the studio. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at OnePlay Africa on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, comment, hit on the bell button. Follow me at Joseph_A_B on Twitter and Instagram, and Tilly Equianipa on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Y'all have a lovely weekend. Whatever you do, make sure you stay safe out there, and always remember that Joseph A.B. loves you like crazy. Stay safe.
OnePlay. Add class to your music.